right there. You got it? Good morning from Providence. We gotta go move the goats and chickens this morning and get them some food because they are out of food. I am personally eating my breakfast now. This lettuce is getting a little bit bitter, but I really like it. Apparently I used all the seed and I have no idea what it is. So I'm gonna let it go to seed so I can save some of it. It's tasty. See the bunny? She's hiding out. She thinks she is anyway. Releasing the goats so that they can eat. This is where the main area of what they're going to be getting moved to. A little bit back behind there. But I wanted to show you how well they cleared this out. But look at this. Look at how well they ate this. They would not come over here and eat these branches down over here close to the fence. They finally did. Finally made it over here, and there is like nothing in there. That's why we had to give them some hay yesterday, because they're literally just, they ate it all. They're good go babies. So I'm going to start untying the fence so we can get this moved. We do have rain coming in about 30 minutes. We are spending some extra time moving wildlife out of the boat path today. We just grabbed a garter snake and moved it, and earlier we grabbed a box turtle and moved her. We'll see. I didn't want her to get ran over. Yep, there she is. Hi, sweetheart. Don't go crawling towards the mower, okay? It's not safe. Isn't she pretty? She's so bright. We're about to get it all moved.
So y'all saw?
Yeah.
Maybe we can put together a video compilation of how wonderful the goats do a great job of defoliagizing, if that's even a word, all of an area so you can get in there and work. It's a little bit of work. Goats eating chicken feed again. Anyway, so now when I get in there and try to get this tree taken down and all this, if I get on it quick enough, which probably won't happen with all the weather and my work schedule, I can get in there and cut it all up and get it hauled away before, and not have to work in the weeds.
And they look quite happy in there. And there goes that mulberry tree. Yep. That would be awesome.
Time to get the rest of this fence up.
I have to put it in the cabin.
Hey, Sawyer.
I have to put it in the cabin.
Oh, happy goats. There's our electric stuff for the cabin. You should be able to see this in a few days. That locust tree back there, Matt cut down about 2 years ago. Believe it or not. Oh, it's a honey locust. I have to be specific, apparently.
Locust trees, black locusts, I like. They have little black thorns. They're great for fence posts. Wonderful firewood. Very useful. Honey locusts, completely, other than being a nitrogen fixer, are useless. And they have great big thorns. I'm sure if you've watched any videos, you've seen we've got plenty of them here. Probably been pointed out more than once.
Hey, Mom, I found an old glove.
Oh my goodness. I was going to show you real quick a few things that we did in the garden yesterday. We did have a little bit of time without rain like we do this morning. Luckily, thank God, right? Although it looks like it could open up and start pouring on me any minute. So I got some breakfast made, and Sawyer's out here hoeing. So let's check out what's going on. I think it might be time to cut the celery out. The boys came out here this morning while I was cooking breakfast and pulled out a couple carrots. I'll plug in the picture right here. I think those are the biggest carrots we have ever grown. Got some zinnia blooming. Watch out for my things, okay? You're gonna hit that zucchini. Be real careful. You wanna hit those zucchini. Yeah. Everything looks like it got tattered by the storms a bit. I do have a few flowers on some of the potatoes. Down there, surprisingly. There aren't very many potatoes in here. A lot of them rotted. We did pull out the whole row of purple potatoes. Got not hardly any. I don't even know. It wasn't very many. I'll show you the bucket in a little while. We started pulling out. What, buddy? Uh-huh. Just watch out for the plants. We did start pulling out the brassicas, the things that were done, so that we can maybe try to control some of the cabbage worms. I pulled out a few onions because they did not like the moisture they were receiving. There's still a few things to pull out. My borage that was over here like rotted. The whole stem turned black and rotted. I had to pull it out, and I'm pretty sure it was the only one I have, so I'm pretty sad about that. Over here, we finished planting out the side yesterday. So there's a Kajari melon, a Tommy apple melon, a Hearts, what is it called? Hearts of Gold, I think, cantaloupe, and some okra. And then down here, this one little tomato that's very purpley colored. It's kind of hard to see. That is a blue cream cherry from my friend Stephanie. So hopefully it will do well.
That's a tomato?
Yes, it is. So this is our first year growing okra. Oh, there are some nasturtium in here too. And I'm hoping they do well. I didn't realize there were flowers already on that cantaloupe. I'm not sure if I should pull those. I just put that in the ground yesterday. That's how much my transplants were already growing, some of them. I mean, just the transplants needed to go in the ground. And we'll get this row finished out real soon. It can only hold a couple more things. Sure would be nice if these ground cherries would grow. I would like to try them. I'm really excited about them. After hearing Maya on Roots and Refuge go on and on about them, I can't wait to try them. The tomatoes are doing well. It won't be much longer until we have some ripe ones. There's a little bit more tying up that needs to be done, but I did go through and pruned a ton yesterday from the yellowing leaves. I'd like to get these sprayed with some something to help with the fungus, which if you watch Roots and Refuge, Jess did a video about peroxide spray the other day, and also has talked before about aspirin spray. I've been wanting to try the aspirin spray. I'm not sure about putting them together. Oh, look at this. There's a ladybug up there. Oh, there she went. Even she said she wasn't sure about putting them together. And with the rain, it's so hard to try to get in here and get something on them before it gets washed off. Even right now, there's a little mist out here. So I'll get it done eventually, I suppose. I don't know what to do. I can't do anything about the rain. You have another garden, kitty? Yeah. Okay. Won't be much longer on some of these guys. They are looking quite lovely. These are the indigo apple, and they are from Wild Boar Farms. I'm really excited to try them. Seems like I have a ton of cherry tomatoes. I'm hoping I end up with some good slicers. See what happens, I suppose. This was that one fasciated blossom that I decided to let go and see what happened. Look at that. Really cat-faced. That's the kitty we call Smeagol. It was a runt. And of course, over here, I think this might be about my biggest tomato. This is a pineapple. Pineapples are actually one of my favorite tomatoes, so I'm pretty excited about that one. And let's see, we got a few things coming up over here. Cotton, zinnias, lots of flowers. I need to weed over here. Oh, I do have a borage over here. Good. I couldn't remember. I thought I had one more, but I couldn't remember where it was. That's sad, huh? I think I'm going to cut some dill back and encourage it to sprout some more. hopefully. Got just a few peanuts that we transplanted right here. So these ladies over here are probably going to go out tomorrow with the big chickens. Are you ready to go be big chickens? See, not really. I gave them most of those brassicas yesterday so they could eat all the worms off of them. They enjoyed that immensely. Here's one of the variegated nasturtium. I can't wait to see these guys bloom. It'll be really pretty. That nasturtium over there is kind of going crazy right now. So tons to do. Can't really do a whole lot because of the weather. I have lots of things up here. See, this was all melon, and the only one that started sprouting was this one here. I had to move. That's the reason I moved these plants up here, was because I think the chicken did that. And that's one of the Moon and Stars melons that the boys planted for the challenge. It is the only Moon and Stars coming up. We will try direct seeding some, but I'm not sure how they're going to work. Please don't do that. You're right there by my tomatoes, though, that I need to pot up. I was going to pot up these tomatoes. I got a few more pineapple tomatoes and some mortgage lifters. Something snapped the top of this one off, but I'm thinking it might still come back. And they do not like all the moisture in these little containers, so I was going to try to put them in something a little bigger to see if they do okay. So you can see everything in here is tired of the moisture. And it's sick of it. It's had enough. And there's not much I can do about it. I still have a bunch of okra here to transplant. And this is all pretty well all winter squash. We got some cucumbers, some zucchini, some melons, all kinds of things throughout here. And then these are same thing, melon, zucchini. I keep seeing these guys in my garden. I'm curious, do you know what they are? I don't know if they're good or bad. I need to figure it out, because I have seen several of them this year. They kind of look like they could be predatory, and they might be helping. So I've been leaving them. I actually see that this zucchini is getting some buds on it, so I think I'm going to plug it in over there this morning. And maybe a couple of other things. I have a few open spots that I can put some of this in. So I do think that I will get started on that. So let's get that done. It's starting to rain out here a little bit, so I wanted to show you real quick what I planted before it really starts coming down. So I put a gray zucchini in there and an orange glow watermelon there. The boys are getting some mulch to mulch the cucumbers that I planted. And down on this row I planted 3 Excelsior cucumbers. Hopefully they have enough space. That's all I had space for. And I have more cattle panels to put out. We just haven't done that yet. So I wanted to get those out because they were looking so big. I think Araya is frog hunting. Are you hunting frog? Meanwhile, the boys brought down a basketball earlier, and May was playing with that. Where'd the ball go, May? What'd you do with the ball? Where's the ball, May? Did you put it in my garden? Oh, May. Balls don't go in gardens. Is that why you quit playing with it? Because you knew it was where it wasn't supposed to be? Did you know it wasn't supposed to be there, so you quit playing? All right, let's get it out of the beets. Look out. Come on, go get the ball. Get the ball, May. The sunflowers are blooming. Literally, guys, those are the potatoes that we dug up yesterday. Almost all of them were rotted. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and yesterday I had footage for you, and then I went to a celebration of life for my best friend in high school who passed away on Friday. And I know that it was short, so I thought I would shoot a little bit this morning of moving the chicks and just make that into one video. But I wanted to take just a second to talk about my friend Jennifer. And I know that, you know, you guys don't know who Jennifer is, and that's okay. But I wanted to take a second to say, hey, you know, life is short. Jennifer and I hadn't talked in several years, and I missed out on a lot, and that's on me. I'm not saying it was my fault or her fault that we weren't talking. We just, you know, life happens. But the fact that I don't get that opportunity now, you know, I'm the one who is still here who has to think about that. And I just want to say to you, don't live with any regrets. You know, make sure you call up that old friend of yours and say hi. Because you never know, even at 38 years old, if it might be the last time you get the opportunity. Dinner is ready. So this here from the front is all completely from our land. It's either from our garden or a deer we shot last fall. And macaroni and cheese, homemade cheese sauce, and zucchini, tomato, and corn with some Parmesan on top. The tomatoes, sadly, are from the store. Corn is from last year's garden, and zucchini is from a local farmer. We had a busy day. Went and got a fish tank for Isabel, but it turned out to not be a great deal. So I need to take it back tomorrow, and that's about it. But the sun's out, and it looks like summer has finally arrived, which is kind of a bummer for the warm weather, but at the same time, I might get a plant. I will see you next time. Have a blessed day.